Okay, this is the afterword. This translation is different from other translations because many hours of study have gone into research to see what scribal errors could have occurred. Sadly, there were many that occurred, and if anyone wants to see the work that went into this to find the errors, they are more welcome to ask, and I will send you some of the pages. In Hebrew, the letters are very easy, but if they are not done carefully, they can be mistaken for other letters. When this happens, words will be mistaken for another, and the sentence often doesn't make sense. The only complete copies of the original text we have are in the Greek. No letter from the first 12 to anyone was in Greek, it was in Hebrew. Now, there is some argument about this, but if you're of this mindset, I urge you to study and break away from what you've been taught. Look at the scriptures for yourself and objectively and prayerfully seek the answer. Now, I debated about putting the red letter aspect into this translation. This is a very touchy subject because of what people have been taught and what keeps getting affirmed by the leaders that men have appointed, instead of the shepherds that Jehovah chooses. The manifestations described in this book, or scroll, are what's called theophanies. These are manifestations of Jehovah. As the Master Jehovah is spirit, we cannot see him, which is why he was manifested in the flesh. 1 Timothy 3:16. The flesh is the temple of his set-apart mind. Just to address this quick issue, mind in Hebrew is ruach. It means spirit, mind, life, and a couple other things. I put in mind where I was led to, and there will be some of you that will disagree with my translation, but I can only do what I am led to do. Now back to these theophanies. The four beasts are aspects of Jehovah. Since he is so great and powerful, there would need to be an infinite number of representations to accurately portray him. But the purpose of this letter from Yochanan was not meant to be a map of all that was and is Jehovah. It is about the deception that was coming. Many will see this translation as me trying to make my own road and will condemn me for it. Many will be people that should be my brothers, and many will be people that are opposed to truth. To those like Shaul, I think I have the mind of Jehovah. If you are opposed to this translation, then do not read it, but let those that are meant to read it do so and learn about what is hidden. Shalom to you all, and I hope that it finds better acceptance than I know it will. Now, just an end note. I know that there's a whole lot of people that will attempt to find fault with all of this. And to that I say, as I just said in my afterword, if you have a problem with this translation, then you need not read it. If you are stuck on your denomination's doctrine and teachings, then don't read it, because you are part of the problem and not part of the solution. We are all given a measure of faith. That faith is given, and even if it's as small as that of a mustard seed, we can do mighty, mighty things. But the question is, are you willing to follow the truth? I didn't do this to make a name for myself, because I am no one. I have said in my videos countless times, I am no one. I'm merely doing what has been given to me to do. There are so many of you that will take anything that tickles your ears and you will run with it so that it becomes your doctrine. You will take a lie and make a doctrine out of it, and you will grab whatever pieces of scripture you can to back up your doctrine. And that's to your own destruction. You will answer for it. And whether it be this side of judgment or the other side, you will answer for it. I hope and pray that it is on this side of judgment, so that you may make it into that city. But I know from the word that many of you will not. Many of you will willfully go against everything that's written, and you will try to justify your actions and your words. But the thing is, if you are intent on following what man says instead of what Jehovah says, you have usurped his authority, and you will pay for that. And I pray that it doesn't happen. I really hope that I'm completely wrong about everything as far as what's coming. I know I'm not, because I go by scripture. I do my research, and I don't stop because something sounds like it may be, it sounds good. I don't stop there. I go for the truth, and I fight and I dig to get what the Lord has for me to know. There is an extreme time coming on the earth, and there's a lot of you who will not understand, and you will continue on in your own ways. There's nothing that anyone can do about that, but I pray that the Lord open your eyes so that you are drawn to him instead of just continuing to rebel against him. You can look at all the events that are taking place right now on this earth and see that there's something seriously going on. You have, all the world's elite. They're slowly disappearing from public. They haven't been seen. They'll do a press conference, but it's not from anywhere that anyone's ever seen before because, well, it's all in their hidden places. So, look at the world as it's happening. Look at all the events and know that Yehoshua is coming back very soon. I will be doing a Bible study on this, hopefully pretty soon, and going through and breaking down things so that I may teach you what's going on. Shalom, and I'll try to get this posted as quick as I can.